Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon and happy Wednesday. Here we are. We're on the Onealien Show. I'm your host, John O'Neill, and once again, I'm back. I did take a little time off, so excuse me while I travel the planet Earth. Went to the Philippines. It was a phenomenal trip. Beautiful, beautiful land. If you ever get a chance to go in that area of the world, spend some time on the island of Bohol and white sand beaches, waterfalls. I mean, I can't even describe it. It was a time out. It was much needed time out. It was a reset. So if you don't know how to reset your life, if you don't know how to refocus, rejuvenate, re-everything, re-up, re-ante, everything, then find a way, find a place. It might not be so far. Maybe it's in your backyard. Who knows where you get your peace and harmony from? But I encourage everyone to make sure in this life and in the next to find some place of solace, right? Some place of peace and harmony. So that's what I did. I don't know what you were doing, but let's get right into it. Today, I'm gonna take a sip of water. It's hot outside. It's hot outside. We are in sunny Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona to be exact. And this is your regularly scheduled show. We will be back on air every week that I'm here. So who knows? Who knows? Just tune in. We're on Star Worldwide Networks. You could always go there, look up the Onealien Show. You'll see a plethora of other people who are giving you a wealth of knowledge. But the number one show on the network. Oops, I'm in trouble. The number one show today at 2:00 is the Onealien Show. And it's a special show because, as you know, we have a partner that we work with in the community. And this partner is near and dear to my heart because they have a heart for helping people. And that is what the Onealien Show is all about. Because we're all about that here, we can happily announce one of our partners of the show that is Whole Harmony Healing. Whole Harmony believes in treating the whole person, the mind, the body, the spirit, using holistic methods to assist amazing individuals like yourself to work through past experiences and heal from the inside to the out. Please visit wholeharmonyhealing.com to schedule your appointment today. We really appreciate everyone over at Whole Harmony Healing and the support they give us on the Onealien Show. John O'Neill is about helping people, extending your helping hand and seeing who wants to grab it. Some people brush it away. Some people move on. Some people have their own journeys, and we're okay with that. We pat them on the back and we wish them well. But those of you who want change and know that I am an agent of change, those of you who are tired of doing the same old thing day after day, those of you who want to move into a different space, another level. I said another. I didn't say higher or lower. Don't get mad at me. I didn't say anybody's higher or lower than anybody, but another level, a different space, right? Those of you who want a change and are tired of the same circular life that you're in, let's interrupt it. Let's do something different with ourselves first. Do you feel me? So we have our guest, we have our sponsor, we have our friend of the show, Retail Therapy, here today. Say hello to Erica and what's your name again?
I don't know.
Jackie, both in the house. Thankfully, I remembered her name, but they're here and they're back. Ladies, what's going on?
Hey, everything's going wonderful. We're happy to be back again.
Absolutely. Good to have you. Good to have you. Update us on retail therapy and
Always
all the
new.
Fantastic things.
Yeah, we have a lot of great things. Gosh, only in 6 weeks since we've seen you, I feel like we have so much to talk about.
Yeah, we're always expanding and growing and springing up something new on you. So thank you for that.
So,
all right.
Yeah, and she says thank you for that because you definitely, even though Jackie said we are done opening storefronts for quite a while.
She did say that.
Mr. John O'Neill himself over here pointed right out the window. But we're super excited to announce that we are opening finally on the east side of town.
Wow.
That has been a high demand of our small business community. We've been very focused on the west side and Glendale. We are opening, though, at Scottsdale Fashion Square.
Wow,
we're going to be your
Scottsdale
neighbor.
Fashion Square. That's right. That's right over my shoulder.
Right over your shoulder.
Right over my shoulder. You can just walk over for your show.
Yes.
Isn't that exciting? Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Because
you manifested it.
Yep,
Okay,
exactly.
well,
Pointed
sure,
right there.
sure.
Here we are.
No,
Absolutely.
but you know, as we've talked in past shows, that we're always kind of just open for opportunity, open for conversations, and we just really trust our gut in that feeling of when something just seems to click for us. So we have been putting feelers out there to figure out what our correct location for the east side of Phoenix would look like, and Scottsdale Fashion Square was one that we were interested interested in, and one that gave us an opportunity. And we are so excited because we just feel like this is a really big opportunity for the small businesses that we work with.
Absolutely. And so expanding into the East Valley, us East Valley residents are grateful for that. Thank you. And in Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall, which is a prime location.
It's prime.
That is premier.
Yes.
That is nice,
Yes.
right? That is different than those of you who've been here for many, many years. We used to go to Los Arcos Mall. Not too many people know that name.
Nope.
Los Arcos Mall, McDowell and Scottsdale Road. They wouldn't even know. It's all torn down and everything else. But Scottsdale Fashion Square is a prime location.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is awesome, ladies. That
Yes.
is awesome. Doors opening up all the time. And so what I hear you saying is that you're not rested in any solid decision. And
No.
as a small business owner, we have to be open-minded, right?
Absolutely.
And when the opportunity came, you took it.
Yeah.
Very good.
If it makes
Very good. That
sense.
takes a lot of courage.
It does. But when you definitely surround yourself with the right people, and as we've learned, just to really ask questions. I mean, I think in our first year in business, we just truly learned what questions to ask and to do our research and making sure that, we're picking prime locations, not just for our business, but for the businesses that are on this journey with us. And so, we've learned a lot and grown a lot in this last year too.
Excellent. And how's the businesses inside the new location?
How are they, or how many?
I mean, they're all lined up. You guys
Oh
are,
my goodness. We opened up applications last week. We had over 200 new applicants.
Oh my
So
gosh.
new applicants
New,
is the key
right.
word, which
Yeah.
is
Right.
incredible.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And
We filled up right away. I mean, it's always the risk that you take when you're opening up new store and everything like that, but we filled up instantly. It was insane. I mean, it is a huge opportunity for us and for them as well. So
Yeah.
So
We're
75
excited.
businesses locked and ready.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. That's a nice space then. That's a
And
nice
we
space.
It's a good size.
Where's it
space.
located at in the mall? Are you allowed to say that yet?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
So
to
we're
be
Suite
quiet
2113. So we're right by the premium suite
the luxury
stores.
district they
Yeah,
call it.
the
So
luxury.
we're right above Dior, Neiman Marcus area.
Okay.
Our direct landmark would be the T-Mobile and the Journeys. And then we're also surrounded by some really other cool local boutiques,
Sure.
which is really neat. So that we will be surrounded by other local Arizona busizenses.
Okay.
So yeah, we think we're in a great space.
Fantastic. How many locations does that make?
4.
4. Okay, we done?
I
wanna hear you say
Jackie
it.
says
I wanna hear
I'm
you
not
say
going to
it.
say that.
Huh?
No.
Next question.
We're never done.
I see you opening up in
No, I was like, don't you do it.
Do it.
Flagstaff.
Do it. Hey, it's coming. It's coming.
Who wants to drive up to Flag?
Tucson might be coming too. So it's just learning how to. I think we need to pace ourselves, but
Sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I've learned not to say that we're not doing something, because then tomorrow we'll get a call.
We'll get an opportunity.
course. Of course.
Yeah. But
Of course.
pace is the key word there.
Mhm.
It's nice to pace. We have a lot of very well established places going on right now. And
Mhm.
now we're going to pace, get everything in order. And then in a year, we can expand to
6 months,
the world.
3 months
2 weeks.
tomorrow. Check your email. It just came through.
Tomorrow.
Well, that's awesome. That is super, super exciting. That's
Thank
super
you.
exciting. Who's the just give us a couple of the names. Can you do that? Of the newest new people.
Oh my goodness. Can you come back to that one?
Okay,
'Cause
you want to think about it?
We have quite the roster.
Okay.
So
Yeah, just like an idea of
I'm
kind
trying to think of
the
some of
new-
our new business names.
And then we have Katie Bug's Boutique.
Yes. So we
Okay,
have
and what does
some-
she do?
She's a children's clothing boutique.
Children's clothes
and
nice.
accessories.
Okay.
We have why am I blinking? I'm
I
like, we have
know.
literally we've been going through
I can
applications.
tell you
like
what we have in
Oh,
there,
Sacred
but
Hats.
I can't.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
super excited about her. She's got these beautiful custom hats. So that's
Nice.
going to be really, really awesome. This one's cool. So Elise Volat Jewelry, who is one of our partners at a lot of our markets. She does permanent jewelry.
Okay.
She's actually going to be setting up a permanent space inside of that location doing permanent jewelry throughout the week. So that's really cool to kind of bring some interactive concepts into the space.
Sure. You have to break
Um,
down permanent jewelry. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's like the new thing. You have to get one.
So it's jewelry it's not
can't take off.
implanted on your skin.
Oh, I
A
got
lot of
you.
people think a permanent jewelry like you're getting an implant. It's not. It's just it has a
a clasp.
sealable
Yeah.
clasp, but that
Yeah.
does
They
not
weld it.
open.
You can't take it off and
Right.
on.
Yeah,
So-
it's like the clasp is fused together.
Got you.
So,
You're
but
locked in.
it's definitely like the new trend, and it's just something cool to do with like for yourself, but also like with someone like a loved one, a best friend, and so just to be able to give a small business a space to operate their business in our store, I think that's going to be really neat.
That is cool. That's a cool concept.
Yeah.
It's different than a tattoo. That's a
Exactly.
different permanency, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. No problem. Okay, great. Well, that is super exciting.
Thank you.
Super exciting. Anything else that you want to share with us? Events?
Yes. Artisan Alley at Westgate is going absolutely phenomenal. The support of the community out there has just been insane. We were really unsure with an outdoor summer market how that would flow, and it's just been beautiful. And so we're excited to announce that is going year round. So we're just so excited to launch our fall season for that.
And how often is that? When is it?
Yeah, so that one is going to be, we're saying selected dates. The calendar will be sent out very soon to the community. The only reason it's selected dates is because Westgate has so many incredible large events, and we have to work with them as our partner,
Of course.
to kind of just make it make sense. But we next week we'll be creating that calendar for the year, and we'll be putting that out into the community.
Okay.
So,
And when you're talking about the outdoor markets, you're talking about all the different booths and things like that?
yeah, so vendor
Okay.
fair.
Yeah, vendor fair. Okay, awesome. And then will that be all the vendors from the store there, or open
That's
to?
open to everyone.
Yep.
It's
Oh,
not
okay.
specific to the store. You don't have to be inside of the store to be a vendor at the markets. And
Okay.
so it's another way to give you an opportunity, but it's nice in person because you get the chance to like really sell your products yourself.
Mhm.
And so it's great.
Very good. Very good. Okay. What else?
And then we're starting a new collaborative market in Anthem. It's going to be once a month on Sundays. That is going to be in collaboration with the Salt Wellness Center out there, which is a new salon suite. And it's going to be with a lot of the different Anthem Chamber businesses. And so we're going to be doing a collaborative market together. So more information on that one to come really soon. But we're excited to just collaborate with other business owners.
That is
It's
exciting.
cool.
That is
So,
exciting.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
Anything else, or we?
The rest is a secret.
Oh, okay. Everything else is a secret. Very good. Very good. We'll
We
find
can
out
only
later.
give you
Don't
a little
worry.
taste. We can't put everything out at once.
Yes, sure. No problem. No problem. Big meals and courses. I like it. I like it. So with all this expansion, from a business standpoint, you need some help.
Absolutely.
You need some help. What type of help are you surrounding yourself with, ladies?
See, you want me to keep going? All right, I'm good. Yeah, no, you're totally right. Just like building our team has been really crucial in our ability to be able to expand.
Mhm.
And so we have brought a lot of we're really learning like with our team what their specialties are and what they can contribute. So we've brought on an awesome market manager, which I think we've talked as a team. I don't know, I forgot the new.
We're working on
That's
titles.
okay. We're working on titles.
Mhm.
But our market manager, she's going to really focus on the event side of our business, as well as just really letting the community know all the amazing things going on inside our company. And then we also have our district manager, Colleen. She is just phenomenal and such a crucial piece of this project with us.
Director of operations.
The director of operations is much more appropriate because she really, she really is like the day-to-day resource for our small businesses. So we appreciate all that. And then we have now brought a creative director onto our team.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is really important because marketing, we know, is such a huge part of any business. And now that we have so many locations and so many events, obviously I can't be everywhere at one time getting content. Also, we keep talking about wanting to elevate our brand and just really being able to put out high quality content out. And so we have hired a whole creative director to really help us with our vision board on what our marketing looks like. So
Fantastic.
yeah.
Okay. So the creative director, right, is actually in studio.
Yes,
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
he is.
See how I did that segue?
That was good.
Nice.
Right over to Mr. Derek. Mr. Derek is in the house. Introduce him and let me know who's on your team.
Yes. So I'm going to introduce him briefly because I know he's going to get to speak about his amazing role in our company. But this is Derek. He is our new creative director. And he is just such an amazing resource. He's going to tell you all about everything he does, but an amazing resource to us and to our small business partners as well.
Derek, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
As we do here, we talk a lot about the Path of the Lion. I know you reviewed that.
Yes, sir.
And so, Derek, tell me, before we get into all the awesome things you're doing with retail therapy and in your own life, tell me a little bit about where you're from and who you are.
So I am from the small town of Benson, Arizona. The new operations manager that they just mentioned, Colleen and I, we went to school together to high school. So
okay.
yeah, she had the.
You found another person that went to Benson.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
We're two of seven. Yeah, so it's a shallow pool. So, but yeah, we knew each other in high school, and we were in theater together, and
okay.
And so from there, it's
who was a better actor?
Me.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Wow.
She's a little too direct.
Wow.
Yeah, I never had to think she was acting because it's you never had to guess.
They say cut. She just keeps going.
Right. So she's in here, isn't she? Oh.
Yes, she is.
Did I say her? I said her. No, and that's fostering that relationship there, and we stayed friends on Facebook. We've stayed in touch over the years.
Absolutely.
And ultimately that became the segue to where I am now.
Okay.
I started to develop a new passion recently in life.
Okay.
And in doing so, I was posting some stuff online, and she reached out, and it happened they have a pattern of how they do things at retail therapy.
Right.
Yeah. I asked for a snow cone and got an avalanche.
Absolutely. Eat your way out. You got a job.
Exactly. So, but it's been really, really special being here, and even this opportunity in and of itself. So
sure.
Thank you, John, to you and your team for sure.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Let's go back to your journey. We talk about journey. So growing up in Benson, tell me anything about you, how you became yourself. What about your journey is interesting?
Well, I was very much a daddy's boy.
Okay.
I love my dad, and as most sons do, I'm sure.
Yes,
and always wanted to make him proud. My dad was big into music. He was in the Navy, and he leveraged that more so than serving the country. He used it as an opportunity to see as many bands as possible.
Oh, nice.
So he was very, very big into music, and that was a massive influence as to who I was and the man that I've become.
Music. What was his favorite genre?
Oh man, classic rock for sure. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, a lot of Zeppelin, a lot of Boston. I'm getting some jeers from over here, so I'm in good company. I see, cut from the same cloth. So, but yeah, classic rock, and he was also in theater. So a lot of the things that he did, I tried to emulate.
Right.
And it's a very, very important man in my life.
Absolutely.
Very important man in my life.
Fantastic.
And yeah, and so this last year and a half has been arguably one of the most challenging as far as my mental health, physical health, spiritual health, really.
Yeah.
It's been the culmination of the three. And so he died, my dad died October of last year. So we're coming up on the 2-year mark now, actually. So at a year and a half, we spread his ashes on Father's Day.
Okay.
So we just got through that landmark there. And it was tough. It was really, really tough because where things were left, it's kind of an open chapter and some wounds on both sides.
Wow.
And consequently, when it happened, it was very short notice. There was no goodbyes.
Okay.
And most importantly, there was no apologies. There was no amends that got to be made. And so where I went from there, speaking specifically to how dark things and how deep things got, I was working a job 7 days a week, 12-hour days.
Wow.
And it was my wife that had to slow me down. She said, "You realize that's half of your life."
Yeah.
And I said, "Geez, I'm crow. That is half of my life."
Right.
But I just pushed right into it, especially after he passed. And I think what made it worse, what was a compounding effect, was it's at night by myself. I was doing job site security. And when you're alone with thoughts, never getting to apologize, never getting to make amends, you can put a lot more that needs to be there than is ever necessary or required.
Absolutely.
And so I internalized a lot of that. But I'd given up music. I'd hung up my hat on a lot of things because he was my muse.
Mm-hmm.
He was why I did a lot of the things that I did. And not only knowing that things got bad between he and I, but that he wouldn't be here to, you wouldn't get that phone call. I'm proud of, keep it up, D. Just to keep making that vision a reality.
Sure.
And so, as I'd mentioned, I start posting some things online, just trying to hitch my buggy to anything that'll help pull me out. And then Colleen saw the posts, and
Right.
it's been the life raft I needed to help pull me out of some of that.
Sure. Okay. Well, we're gonna go back into the darkness because you try to slide right through there.
Yeah.
That's very heartfelt. That's very heartfelt. It sounds like he had such a great influence on your life that when he wasn't there, you found yourself searching for who you are.
Yeah, most definitely.
Wow. And so how was that? Tell me about one night when you're by yourself as a security guard, in your mind. You know, I talk about our battles, and majority of our battles in life are in between our own heads.
Yeah.
And so you had to face some of your own demons in a moment. Tell me about that moment, Derek.
There were a lot of them have kind of blurred together, but there were instances, you know, where you'd see the spark of light, or you'd feel the fear of dark. And again, there by yourself for 12 hours. But one in particular, I was driving out to the job site and had some Led Zeppelin on, as a matter of fact, you know, kind of commemoratively, if you will.
Okay.
And so I was cruising, and I stopped. It was out, new job site, new development out in Goodyear, in a big open field. And I stopped, I got out, and I just prayed. And to God and to him and to my dad. And I said, you know, if you're there, I can't keep living like this. Yeah. I just can't keep doing this. And as simple as, and yet profound as an answer as it was, is then don't.
Yeah.
Wow. Then don't.
Then don't.
I love it.
Yeah.
Then don't,
And
Derek.
so I wish, you know, I wish I could tell you the heavens opened and the pathway was paved, but that just wasn't it. It just, you know, and as I sat that night and I thought, because it was easy to victimize my dad because of the way things ended.
Sure.
But it's at the same time, I couldn't look at just that side of the coin and not recognize who I am inherently now as a man is how I'm able to talk to people. My gift of gab, my humor, all of those things are, I am part and parcel of that man. I really am. And so I prayed again that night that I just be given some kind of opportunity, and started posting pictures on Facebook, some of the stuff that I was doing. And then here comes Colleen, you know, voice
then
from
don't
the past.
Was the answer. Then don't. Right? Then don't. Right? Okay, you almost slid back through there, and I'm going right back into it.
Please.
Right back into it. Right? So one of the things that I found, and it sounds like you had to go through the process, and that is a lot of your identity was structured around that connection and that relationship, you know, and once that connection moved on, you found I'm just faced with myself, you know, and I've got to figure out who I am. Right. And so that's a painful process. Yeah. But it sounds like it worked out in the end.
Powerful.
You know, sounds like it definitely worked out in the end.
Yeah.
I would also say that, Derek, and you probably already know this by now, but a lot of times we feel like we missed out on something we had to say, or we feel like we missed out on something we should have, could have, would have, right? We get wrapped up into that.
Absolutely.
And what I would say to you is, and again, you probably already know it, but you can speak to your dad at any given second. Okay. He still hears you. If you want to make amends, then make amends with him, right? He hears you, right? And he knows. And his energy certainly at this stage is nothing like this world's energy or like our physical beings here on you know, in this plane. So he's here, he's with you. Appreciate that. So that's awesome. And you can still, you're still doing what you got to do. So some of those things that you love, right? You have to figure out is that me who loves it, or was it him who loves it through me? Yeah. Right. And so some of the things that may have gone away are still there. You're still listening to Led Zeppelin, right?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Right. Put that thing on right now if I knew a lyric or two, but I don't. So. I've heard about them. I'm sure they were playing in my high school prom. Anyways, that's that phenomenal story. That's a great piece of your journey.
Thank you, sir.
Embrace it, right? Because although in the moment we don't understand, but in the end, we can look back and say every single step, right? I talk about sidewalk square counting, which is my newest book. And I posted a video recently where I was reminding people that every step in our life is part of our journey, every single step, you know what I mean? And count them all. That's what counting means. Count every step in your life a blessing. Regardless, right? Sidewalk square counting. That's my new book. If you guys don't know, it came out and it's available on Amazon by John O'Neill. He is an author, and his book is called Sidewalk Square Counting. That's a good plug, and that's advertisement. Derek, man,
Sir.
that's good stuff. That's
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Now we'll move out of the darkness. All right, I let you off the hook.
Yes, yes.
Let you off the hook. We spent
Now
enough
for the
time
lighter
there,
side of
and I commend you. Okay, and I congratulate
appreciate
you
that, sir.
for making it past that, because again, you know that battle that you went through, and
Yes,
so
sir.
we have to understand. We have to empathize with people when they come out of that, because you never know. You could have made a lot of different choices. You could have not gotten "then don't" as your answer.
Yep.
Have you written that down anywhere?
I absolutely
Oh,
have.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Should be on your license plate. Then don't. Right.
Yeah.
And some people don't get that answer, or some people don't have ears to hear the answer, is what I
That's
would say, right?
very
And
true.
so you could tell in that time of your life you were in a crossroads.
Yep.
And here you are. So we're happy to have you here.
Yes, we
I'm
are.
that make
honored to
sense?
be here. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. And so you had an awakening. That's what I call it. I call
Yeah.
it an awakening,
Yeah.
right? It's a time. Change had to come.
Yep.
Either I'm gonna stay here and wallow in it,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna make a change.
Yep.
And you made a change. You had an awakening.
Yeah.
So as you put yourself out there,
Yeah.
which is also another hard thing.
It really is.
Yeah. When you made the first thing, when you made a couple first posts, tell me about throwing it out there. You thought, is that good? You thought you think
No, I knew I was very much a hobbyist. In fact. Yeah. No,
course.
I just looking for any and all kind of feedback I could get. I'd ventured in YouTube personally before, and I'd taken photography, but I'd never committed to gear and
Mhm.
focused learning in
Okay.
that field in particular. But always been a creative, kind of by default, just again,
Absolutely.
because
Right.
of who my dad is and who I am. So, yeah, but it was taking that leap of faith, and I think that's a key component. Is it's just
Leap
like
of faith,
yeah,
stepping out.
yeah,
Almost every show, almost every guest talks about some leap of faith that they
Yeah.
had to take, right?
yeah.
That's what change comes from.
Yep.
And it's not easy. And you didn't know the results.
I had no idea.
And so you were working,
yeah,
you're trying to make this transition,
Yeah.
right? Working,
Yep.
still working hard,
Yep.
full-time job. Those of us who have transitioned know
yeah,
that's not easy in itself.
Yeah.
Okay. The wisdom says don't walk off your job until you replaced it with
Yeah.
something.
yeah. My bills haven't started paying themselves.
Exactly. They're still rolling in.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
bill collector is going to take that as an excuse.
Right.
No.
Can I
I'm in
pay your face?
transition.
Right.
Call me in 90 days.
Right.
Or go
Can you
look at
put
my
me on-
Facebook page.
Yeah, the
You can
faith
hire me and I can
payment.
pay this bill.
Right.
Put me on that faith payment plan.
Totally,
that would
totally.
be
But you
nice.
put yourself out there, right?
Yeah.
As a creative person, also, again,
Yeah.
that's hard. People are assessing everything you do. People are looking at your work. They're making their own analysis of it.
Most
You know what I
definitely.
mean? And it sounds like it was good enough to catch someone's eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now you could go into it.
Okay.
So it caught
Caught Colleen's eye.
Colleen's
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah.
All right. And
Yep.
she reached out to
She
you.
reached out, and I'd even put it out there as if anybody's looking for senior picks, whatever. I said, I'm a hobbyist. Pay me gas. We'll call it a break even. Like I'm not.
Sure.
And Colleen's like, these are really good.
Right.
Let me talk to them and see. And so we had our first interview, and it was incredible.
Who'd
I
you
said to-
interview with?
All three of them. All three of them. Yeah.
All three of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. All the
Gosh, poor
trouble.
guy.
Yeah.
Horrible.
No.
Horrible. Let me go back to my dark space.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
easier.
right.
Run! Run for the hills!
Here come the tears again. And
Oh
it was
my
just
Right.
Let me tell you.
The second worst thing that's happened in my life
Right.
is
That's one. No, it was
Kidding.
incredible. I said, "Do I need to bring a resume?" And they're like, "No, we're big on vibe." And I said, "I think I can get down with that.
Nice.
I think I can get down with that."
Okay.
So, and then
big on vibe. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Big on vibe, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what they're looking for is, and what a lot of
Yeah.
people look for is they
Energy.
understand the culture.
Yeah.
Right? They understand that if your resume tells me a lot, but really your energy
It's a
Yeah.
feeling.
and sitting around the table
Absolutely.
yeah,
is just as important, if not more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right?
and as a budding photographer, videographer, I was grateful for that because I promise you, there's people with much bigger
Longer
portfolios than
resumes.
I
Yeah.
have.
For sure.
And so it all kind of culminated too. So that went really well. And I'm still tepidly, like, man, I can't walk away from my job. I've invested into it too much. And we
Mhm.
were actually here at the new location, getting some BTS footage behind the scenes over here.
Okay.
And I'm sitting on the counter and we're all talking, and, they confided in me. They shared some of their stories, and they said,
Right.
I wish I could say that it wasn't in a way kind of the planets aligning, but it's, they're like, either you can commit to this, you can be this creative that you want, you can pursue your passion,
Mm-hmm.
or don't, then
Sure.
don't.
Yeah.
Right.
and so it was just like, man, I swear I've heard this
Yeah.
before. and then in a manner that I wasn't expecting, they said, well, what if we put you in a place where we could absolve what you would make at the hospital and then give you access, unfettered access to all of our clients. And I said,
Ballers.
so I'm talking in the creative space. Yeah, I'm not cheap, bro.
Manifest that. Wow. You manifest that for us. Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know if you heard, they're in Scottsdale. So
Oh
they're
yeah,
kind of bougie.
you know what I'm
They're doing-
saying? You know what I mean? I don't even know if they're coming to the show anymore. So little old show.
Right. So that's
I'm
but
about to be
that
in that chair right
Oh.
there.
I mean, technically,
look at
you
that. It
already
is time for
are.
me to take off, John. It's been a pleasure.
Not a problem. That's one bill they could take over.
No, but it was. I've never had anything feel more right in the moment in my life thus far. Truly.
Sure.
And so I went for it. I'm actively taking that leap of faith. I worked till 5 o'clock this morning. Was down here to do some shooting at 10, and I'll go back to work tonight till we make the full transition. But it's that leap of faith,
Absolutely.
trusting fully that
congratulations.
it's
That's
going to work
great.
out. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. That's awesome. That's awesome. How do you do with the interview?
He did phenomenal. It's like,
It was not an interview. It was us just, we needed to feel that vibe.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as you just said, like, we are just really, this journey, we resonated a lot with what he's just said because we took a huge leap of faith. I mean, we had no background in business. We have no background in retail. We love our connections with people. We love hearing people's why and their stories and what motivates them. And when we started hosting markets, it was like we were so, inspired by being surrounded by other creators. And so we took this leap of faith and left our 9-to-5s and, started this journey. And just upon that, continuing these creations, so many doors opened for us and people gave us a chance. And like, that was like our biggest thing is like, the team that we've developed, I mean, it's just really this family. We are shocked that people are as invested in us and what we're doing as they are, and that they are so drawn to being part of this journey with us. And we just are going to continue to be good people and transparent and continue to go off those vibes, because that's so far has, led us into a lot of really
hasn't
cool.
steered us wrong.
No, it hasn't.
been great.
So
Not at all. Not even one time.
I mean, the Dusty Park was, kind of.
I mean, that was an opportunity for us to
No,
grow.
I mean,
You guys haven't found a shoe shine vendor yet?
not yet. But no, I mean, of course, you have a lot of learning obstacles throughout the way. But as you said, like every step, I'm gonna plug your book right now. Sidewalk stuffing on the side.
You're doing a great
Turns
job.
out she's not going to plug your book.
Sidewalk. You can get Sidewalk. Get your copy of Sidewalk.
Every step counts, though, and it's a blessing.
It is a blessing.
It is, but no, really, it is.
It's a horrible plan. It's so bad.
We probably won't be using that one on the promo.
Like, edit that
Probably
out.
Can we unplug that one?
Unfortunately.
I love it.
Okay. All right. Sweet. Back to Derek,
Sir.
my man.
Sir.
So tell me the vision that you have for yourself with retail therapy and then in general.
I think what's most unique about them, they've acted under the guise, and I saw it on there as I was kind of
Pull it together, ladies.
Don't make eye contact with me.
doing some of my recon, on the business. I can't remember if it was mompreneur or momtrepreneur, but I saw a very unique opportunity because special and unique to each of these businesses and what they craft and is the story that they tell. And I think it's not too dissimilar from the one that they tell.
Sure.
And that is, it started as a side hustle,
Yeah.
COVID, we just had to get some
Right.
extra income. So
Sure.
we fought through it. And I think leaning into that authenticity will have just an invaluable authenticity to it that I
Yeah.
can see so much that they can leverage, not only from that component to telling those stories, but teaching opportunities. Because like, as she just mentioned, we're just going through it.
Yeah.
So, and that's huge. They're not on YouTube right now. And I said that space right now,
Right.
creative teaching.
Sure.
So it's like the 5 business mistakes we made when we started.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so being able to just be transparent through that process. But I know they say it, but I can back it up. It should be a TV show because their dynamic is just, it's so on point. And so
Right.
just capturing some of those moments. And I think that will help just better cultivate who they are, but that authenticity can reach even farther to those that are interested in retail therapy as they continue to tell that story. I think that's just, it's such a crucial part of who they are that I think it's just, we need to give more ear to that as best we can. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then beyond just retail therapy, are you doing anything else?
I'll be branching out on my own after that, feeble legs and all.
Okay.
So, just do some freelance stuff, videography, cinematography, photography.
What's that called? How would someone get a hold of you?
So that is Social Media Studio.
AZ.
And AZ on
Social
Instagram.
Media Studio,
Yes, sir.
AZ.
Yep,
on
on
Instagram. We can
Instagram.
find you on Instagram? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Find Derek on Instagram for any type of what?
Photos, videos.
Photos, videos?
Yeah.
That was really so cool too, because one of our biggest things is being able to provide as many resources to the small businesses that are, working with us and on this journey. And so many small businesses need good content, whether it's photos or reels or just a marketing strategy. And so to be able to have someone with that creative knowledge on our team, that's amazing. So he's going to make a lot of partnerships and have a lot of opportunities just, with the small businesses that we work with.
Sure. Okay. That sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds great. So that's an extra service you guys are providing
Correct.
for your
And
vendors
it's top
specifically.
quality.
Yeah,
It's
he's
excellent
so
quality
good.
on a small business, affordable, friendly budget. The quality that he gives, some of these people are just outrageous about it, but this is truly to help small businesses.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
including all vendors through retail therapy get a little bit of a discount as well. So
Sure.
I want to make it's such a challenging entry point because, when you have so many funds and resources going out to your budding business and you still need quality because that helps, separate you from everybody else.
Right.
I just wanted to make that barrier as low as possible. So that was my goal in being a partner with them.
Awesome. So one of the steps is know your value. Okay.
Sure.
One of the steps of Path of the Line is know your value.
Yeah.
I would encourage you to be flexible with those who you are showing gratitude for, but don't be flexible for anybody else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. And that's my business advice to you.
Yes.
Know
Much
your value.
appreciated.
So if it's quality, then make sure that you're getting quality clients.
Yep.
Right.
Understood.
So, and that's just something I've learned through all of my ventures. And that is when we first start, our confidence is low and we just kind of want to put it out there. I've had people look at things that I do and be like, what are you talking about? You could be charging 10 times more than this.
Yeah.
And we don't even know. We don't know how to assess ourselves because we look at ourselves through our own critical eye. You know what I mean? So you don't need your critical eye. What you need is to recognize what it is. And you can always negotiate and back down to where you're comfortable, but put yourself out there with guns blazing. Feel me?
Understood.
All right. Sounds good. Anything else from Derek?
Well, there's going to be a lot coming from Derek. We have a lot. But he's also going to be helping us at our Scottsdale store.
Okay.
And so that's really exciting because that's the next part of our journey. And so to be able to have good people already there to support us. So you'll definitely see him very present at the Scottsdale location.
Nice.
And then he'll be rotating throughout our different events, markets, and just providing an awesome service to our businesses. But we are just super grateful. His energy is very aligned with what we look for, and it's going to be amazing.
Very good. So we could look at some of Derek's work currently right now
Absolutely.
at retailtherapyaz.com. Is he on the website?
He's on the website.
Social sites?
All of it.
All of them?
All of
Instagram?
it. Yep.
TikTok?
Yeah, we're back on
Facebook?
TikTok.
Oh, really?
Thanks to Derek.
Oh,
It's a
yeah?
little bit of a hiatus, but we're getting back.
Okay. All right. You guys are on
But-
Instagram, that's for sure. My freaking feed is like slammed.
You have to keep
I
the
don't even know what you guys
community, community knowing
Right?
what's
They
going
know.
on.
They know for
There's-
sure.
They do know.
Yeah.
You're
awesome.
welcome.
Capturing this, huh?
Yeah.
Easy.
welcome.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
all you
When,
gotta
when
do.
the talent's there, you just hit record.
Yeah,
there
absolutely.
you
Just
go.
stand back. Just stand back.
He got us microphones.
Yeah.
I guess we're supposed to have them clipped to us.
Yeah.
I was like, you're going to edit, right? Because
Yeah, I asked if that was
you
a
never
good
know what
idea.
you're going to
Right.
get with
It's a
us.
hot mic. It's a hot mic. Careful what you say.
Yeah, exactly.
30 minutes is going to get condensed down real quick.
Real quick.
Might get
Real
2 minutes
quick.
of usable footage.
Like, okay, never
Wow.
mind.
28 minutes of excess.
Exactly. A
Good
lot of
Lord.
blackmail. That's for sure.
Nice. Okay. Derek,
Sir.
what I like to do before we say goodbye to you is have you look at the camera over here
Yeah.
and just express anything that's on your heart to the people of the world.
Okay. I know it might seem painfully cliche, but as somebody who worked nights and went through the struggle, I can assure you it is always darkest before dawn. And if you're not happy with where you are, if you're not happy with the trajectory of your life, then don't. Just don't commit to it anymore. Find that value in yourself. Find those things that are important to you and use those as the proverbial life raft to pull yourself out. It might be slow progress, but some is better than none. It will always be better than none. And it's certainly better than backsliding. So regardless of what you're going through, find it. Find it in your heart, find it in your mind. And I can promise you that there is a God who is willing to provide anything that you see fit.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Mr. Derek. Tell me your last name. I don't even know it.
We should have saved the shenanigans for earlier. Asaresis. And no,
Okay.
I'm not playing.
Cool.
I don't know how.
have
Stop.
Derek O.
I think I have it down.
It's actually A.
It's hard.
It is.
Osperosis.
Phonetically, it's there. It's AUSSERESSES.
Nice. Okay. Well, we're gonna leave it right there. And awesome. It was great having you.
It's
We're
been a
gonna
pleasure,
keep
sir.
track of your work. Obviously,
Yeah.
we're here all the time, and so retail therapy is big in all of our socials
Yeah.
as well. So I'm gonna keep a lookout and see which ones are yours.
Wonderful.
All right, and so we can see that. Promote some of your quality. You have your own
Much
sites. We'll have
appreciated.
people go to that. We'll direct them there.
I appreciate
and,
that.
And you'll certainly have this material as well. So
Fantastic.
congratulations and
Thank
welcome
you,
to the
sir.
team.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies
Very
and gentlemen,
much appreciated.
that's Derek O. All right, so just us now. He's left. How did it really go?
Yeah, right? Give us all the tea.
Right. No, ladies, as usual, it is great having you. Is there
Always.
anything else that we need to talk about? The events? I'm sorry, we already did events,
We
but
did
what about
events.
the other stuff, the speaking stuff or the classes or whatever?
Yeah, so we have a lot of networking opportunities coming up. We're actually, Jackie doesn't know this yet, but we're actually going to be hosting a kind of small business fair where we provide different resources for our small businesses, like marketing opportunities. Derek is going to be doing some headshots for our small businesses.
Oh, nice.
We're going to be providing like tax advisors and financial specialists, maybe grant opportunities. So we're going to have a really cool event. Did you know this?
No.
Just nod your
Oh,
head.
yeah. All right.
But no,
And Jackie's spearheading it.
Exactly, right? And Jackie will
Oh,
be
God.
hosting the event. No, I'm always driving Jackie crazy with new things. But we do have a
Just
lot of
Jackie.
really cool opportunities. And we have our networking brunches. We have our networking brunch in downtown Glendale on the 16th, I want to say is the date. And Linda from Papa Ed's Ice Cream, which is a business in downtown Glendale that's been around for 30 years. She's got some awesome experience, a really cool business, mom and pop shop. She's going to be our guest speaker for July. And then in August, we're doing our networking brunch in our North Phoenix location. And Christine from The Nixer, which is a new non-alcoholic cocktail business. She's going to be sharing her story with our
Oh,
community.
that's great.
Lots
That is
of
great.
lots of cool opportunities to collaborate for sure.
Lovely, lovely. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds great.
Thank you.
Jackie, why don't you lead us out with just kind of your spiel on retail therapy? Go ahead.
The last
Why do you have to put me on the spot?
Because you're sitting in the chair.
I mean, we are just grateful for every opportunity that we have, for all of the different connections that we've made along the way, and all the different connections we plan to continue to make along the way, to provide several different opportunities. The networking events are really big for us. We have a lot of educational opportunities for all of our small business partners to grow and learn from. So we would just strongly suggest that everybody take advantage. We're going to be doing some virtual stuff, so you don't have to be there in person, which is amazing because we know that everybody can't always show up. So yeah, we just appreciate everybody coming along for the ride on this journey, and just be prepared because you
All
never
right.
know what to get.
Yes.
And where would someone find retail therapy? Tell me all the places. Retail Therapy AZ is where?
All over social media, we're Retail Therapy AZ. On our website, we have all of our different opportunities listed, www.retailtherapyaz.com.
.com. Okay.
And
Instagram.
our
and all
website
those.
is brand new and redone.
Oh,
really?
Yeah,
An
it's really
amazing
beautiful.
website.
Okay.
Kimberly
Nice.
Renee Art, she just redid our website. And so it's very user friendly, lots of resources on there
Very
as
good.
well.
Very good. Awesome. Awesome. Well, it's such a pleasure having you.
Always.
As you know,
Thank you
as
so
you know,
much.
and we're gonna get this stuff out.
I love it.
Okay, 4 locations.
Yes.
Let's reel them off again. Glendale,
Downtown Glendale, Westgate, North Phoenix Outlet Mall, right next to Calvin Klein,
and
then
Scottsdale, Arizona.
we'll be opening Scottsdale either the first or second week of August. So definitely be on the lookout for that date.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as a matter of fact, not only are we going to look out for that date, but there may be an opportunity around that time. When is that? When is the Wednesday around that time? We talked about potentially you guys doing some type of grand opening, maybe possibly.
For sure.
Yes.
We'll definitely be announcing our ribbon cutting. So
Yeah,
we hope that everyone comes out and supports not just us, but all the small businesses in there as well.
absolutely, absolutely. And the Onealien show may be there. Who knows?
Yes.
We may be there to see all that and bring it to you. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you,
It's
John.
always a pleasure, as you know.
Always.
As you know, we'll see you guys next time. Okay.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Onealien Show. I did kind of skip one thing, and that's gratitude. You know, I start every show with gratitude, and so I want to thank you for not only tuning in, not only going to StarWorldWideNetworks.com and checking out all the previous shows on there, which has retail therapy quite a few times, but also going to our Instagram, going to our TikTok, all our social. It's on fire. It's on fire. I don't even know what it is. But I thank you. All gratitude goes to you. I appreciate you and everything that you do to interact with the show. So we're going to be back next week. I got a special guest next week. You do know of them, but I'm going to wait because it's going to be a surprise. And we will be here then. Until then, look for it. Pick up your copy of Sidewalk Square Counting on Amazon. Just Google it, Sidewalk Square Counting. All right. Pick up your copy of Path of the Lion so that you can see where you're at in life and see maybe there's a opportunity for you to take the next step of change. This is the Onealien on the Onealien Show, and I'm out. See you next time.